Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Mindset Reset Master Power Series TV. I am one of the hosts, Coach Ruth Ann, Coach Rod, Dr. Coach Ruth Ann, and also Coach Frederica Black from Coach Frederica Black Coaching.com. I am Dr. Coach Ruth Ann from CoachMeRuthAnn.com. So definitely you're in for a treat this evening. I know Coach Black I don't think she's able to make it to the call tonight, but I am here to serve you. It's going to be short and sweet, and I do apologize. I started a little late today. I've been really working hard on one of my projects, and it's basically nearly come to fruition. And if someone had told me 2 months ago if this was going to be possible, I probably would have said, yeah, it's possible, because I don't have that negative outlook. But honestly, I did not know how it was going to be possible. So first and foremost, I just want to say, once again, from mindfulness and gratefulness and gratitude, that I just want to say thank you to the Most High for allowing me to do what I need to do, and giving me the ability, and giving me the know-how, and giving me the tools that I needed in order to succeed. And I just want to give him thanks and give him all the glory for that. But definitely, I want to talk about tonight how it's amazing. I had something happen to me actually in the middle of the night, and it really shocked me, like to the point where this morning, when I found out the information, it was around 4 something, and I pitched out of bed. And when I pitched out of bed, I went immediately and did what I had to do. However, all I could do was keep reading over what the person had said about me, which I knew to be untrue. And I realized that no matter what you do, no matter how you treat people, people will always have their opinion. They will always have that right to judge you how they wish, even though in the holy text it says, judge lest ye be judged. He without sin cast the first stone. But that only works for people who actually believe in that, or if that's someone's belief system, because it's irrelevant to those that have no understanding for it. Sad to say, but it's the truth. And I realized how, I think Coach Black and I spoke about it maybe about 3 weeks ago, how it's easy to get off track or off course. Well, I realized how easy it is for someone to ruin your day. And I don't want to let's not say it's someone. It's so easy for you to allow someone to ruin your day, because you take on their foolishness. You take on what their belief system is of you, or what they believe of you, or how they perceive you. And maybe it's only human nature to do so. But what I realize is that you really have to have measures in place to make sure that you can put yourself back on track, because what happens immediately is it trickles into everything that you're doing. So something else happens in the day, and then that gets spoiled, and it goes back to what I always used to tell a lot of when I used to do a lot of presentations. I'd always say, guys, one droplet of milk spoils a gallon. Like if it's a droplet of poison milk, it will spoil the whole gallon of milk. And so it goes back to that one droplet of negativity in your day can very easily spoil the entire day. Now, what are the measures, or what are the tools we're going to put into place to make sure that this doesn't happen? Well, the first thing is that I had to start praying. I had to remove that negativity out of my spirit. I had to not, there's one of my favorite prayers. It says, I will not dwell on the unpleasant things of life. I had to literally take that and live that today. I could not dwell on it, because the situation was really weighing me down. It really made me feel really, really bad. And I had to really say, I will not dwell on the unpleasant things of life. I will not. I refuse to dwell on the unpleasant things of life. So I just want to encourage all our viewers out there that when you're going through those hardships, when you're going through those tests and those trials, first and foremost, know that you're being polished. Be reminded that you're being polished. Another thing that my mom always taught me is that and it was in some holy text that said, with every crisis that God provides or presents to you, He assures an ultimate and complete victory. So that would be another thing that you can hold on to, knowing that, okay, this is just a test. There's going to be a victory at the end. And then the other thing is that you just do not dwell on it, because it festers and it breeds itself. It's like, it reminded me today, because I saw it happening before my eyes. I was just really upset, but I realized that it's like yeast. It's just, it starts foaming, and it gets life, and it starts growing, and it just takes on a life of its own, and it takes over your whole being, which really is awful. It's terrible. Sorry about the noise, guys. My husband's outside fixing the car, so it goes back to mindfulness of noise. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had to be mindful of my husband doing some mechanic work outside the window. But definitely, I need everybody to know that we need to start just following those steps when we see trials and tribulations being put in front of us, these tests being put in front of us. They are just that, a test that we are definitely going to pass. And I will tell you what one of my good friends told me today. She says, Ruthann, it's so important to control the weather. As you can see, it can so easily go out of control. And so I really just want to encourage everybody today to know that, this too shall pass, because today actually turned out to be a phenomenal, fantastic, absolutely incredible day, in the long run, once I just let it go and said, you know what, this is not my burden. This has nothing to do with me. That is someone's opinion that they so choose in order to, do whatever, for whatever reason they choose to. That's what they need to do to make themselves happy. So I had to leave it, and I had to let it go, and I had to walk away, and I had to not dwell on it. And so I just want to encourage all of our viewers to do the same. Now, I also want to encourage everybody out there that watches our series, and I know that there are a lot of you, because I notice that maybe you don't come on whilst when we're actually doing it, but people actually go back and watch the actual videos throughout the week. I want to encourage you that we do have online workshops taking place, as well as one-on-one and small size groups, actually physically in the Bahamas. But if you cannot, of course, fly in for the groups sessions, which is fine, or the individual sessions, we do also provide sessions on Skype, Google Hangout, and we do that as well. So please don't hesitate to contact us at fredericablackcoaching.com or http://coachmeruthann.com. And definitely, we're here to serve. We are here to take everybody to another level, to have mindfulness, to have respect for each other, to really reset the mind and get everybody refocused on whatever their goals are and whatever their visions are. Also coming up very soon, we will be having another Mindset Reset Master Power Series vision board workshop, just to refocus everybody for the second part of the year, get us going to the end of the year where we have a few more months left, and to really know what we'd like to see happen coming for December when we're closing the year, so we can give ourselves this small little goal of September, October, November, December, which is 4 months. It's 120 days, and we can just refocus, know what we want to see happen by the end of 2014 to then bring in 2015. So I want to really encourage you to please come and check us out. Check out fredericablackcoaching.com once again, and also http://coachmeruthann.com. But definitely, guys, thank you so much for tuning in this evening. I know it was short and sweet. My partner in crime was not on with me this evening, Coach Black, but I miss her in spirit as usual. But definitely, thank you for signing in. And remember, don't dwell on the unpleasant things of life, and have a great time. Thank you. Bye-bye.